So this is a quick view of how it's going. I haven't put in pusher yet. I'll do that shortly. But you know, there's a lot of things to consider. But here we go. So the person will come to the page and they can upload a file. Of course, they could have just dragged it in here, but I just prefer that. And again, they upload file 2, which they want to compare it to. But actually, I want to make that to be 1. This is 1, so I want to make this one to be 2. So I'm going to remove it. I'm going to add 2. Okay. So now the files are uploaded, and these buttons are now not disabled, because otherwise they wouldn't make sense if you could compare before you had the files. So then they trigger the compare, and this is where the process begins. It's a long-running process. If it was a big file, it would trigger it into the queue, and then the queue would run the process, and Pusher would be sending back status updates, and we would be dynamically loading files right here. In this moment, I'm just going to click this and to get the latest files. Of course, you could keep clicking it, and if there were more files, they would keep showing. This is a pretty small PDF. And so, again, it would all have been dynamic and would have been going as the job was being done. And so you just scroll down and you start to see the diff on the pages. We'll have to deal with things like, hey, you know, this had 5 pages, this had 10. Let's do some better comparison and see which ones you really wanted to compare. That's just a UI issue, and we'll come up with a solution. And then I also have to spit out some more information, like, you know, there was 3, 4, and 5. There was 5 pages in this one and 2 in this one. So here's the diff, but here's the other 3 that weren't diff because they're new. And I'll be adding that shortly.